Hi, welcome back to Job Opportunity, and today we are back with another great new episode for you guys. Today we have Mr. Paul Kuo, who is a Director of Analytics and Media Relations. Today we're going to be asking him a few questions about his job. So your title, as I mentioned in the intro, is a Director of Analytics and Media Relations. Could you just briefly explain what that is and what your job is in a nutshell?
Sure. I work for a sports agency called Ballengee Group. It is an agency that represents professional baseball players. It also has a football division, but I work specifically with baseball players. So they do contract representation, marketing, sponsorships, and I'm responsible for the media relations aspect and analytics part to support the sports agents that work for the company.
The next question I have for you is, what was the academic pathway you took to get here?
Well, I graduated with a history degree from Cornell 25 years ago. 10 years after that, I went back to school to get a MBA in sports management. But again, as you'll find, the day-to-day job responsibilities and the skill set doesn't necessarily correlate to the major. I think a college education, and it gives you the foundation.
What are your main responsibilities? Because I know that your work can vary day to day.
Yeah, it's a good question. It does vary day to day. Like I said, you can never shut it off. So my job really entails knowing what's going on with our clients. So specifically the players that we represent, both in the big leagues and minor leagues. So first thing I do is check box scores. I check to see how they did the previous night. I'm obviously watching and tracking their game even that night. I manage our company's Twitter account. So, if there's a highlight, if there's a good article, if there's something interesting about our player, I would post that on our Twitter. And then there's just projects that are ongoing, where the agents are negotiating a free agent contract in off season. I provide analytical support. I try to give them, whether that's salaries of players that are similar to him, or depth charts of teams that might be interested in him. Arbitration during the off season is kind of one of my major responsibilities. I prepare player packets where we look at players who are similar, what they've made in the past, so the agents have all the information they need to argue with the team what salary the player makes. Yeah, so every day it changes depending on the need. I'm on at least 2 calls a day, whether with sports media, with our players, with companies that deal with partnerships with our players.
Wow, that's crazy. So yeah, after watching this interview, I bet a lot of people will be very interested in the same job as you, because how could you not be with all these amazing things and all these stories you've told? So for those people, what do you recommend are the best steps for them to take to get where you are today?
Yeah, I get that question a lot. And if you ask, 50 different people, you'll probably get 45 different answers. A lot of people start out their career with internships, whether at a team level or a league. Obviously, if they're on the agency side, they can start an internship there. It's very general advice, but networking, it helps to know people who are already in the industry, and you gotta be able to acquire certain skills that people are looking for. Whether that's language skills, if you speak Spanish, Japanese right now would be helpful if you're working on partnerships for Shohei Ohtani. A lot of analytical positions require coding or computer skills. You have to design your own database or using the proprietary information that many teams have.
On behalf of Job Opportunity, I'd just like to thank you for coming on here today and just sharing your amazing job with us. I mean, after watching this, I'm interested myself in just what you do, and you have an amazing job, and I'm so glad you're here. We are able to come here and share with us today. So thank you so much.
Glad to help. Thanks, Noah.
And also thank you to all the viewers watching, and we will see you guys next time. Bye.